before I begin part 8, I just want to get one thing out of the way. I don't think you all understand why I'm doing these videos. Yes, these videos are here to entertain you. But I am truly sincere when I'm talking about these videos are for the babies, for the future generation. You see, I'd rather for you all to hear and listen to all of the buffoonery and the mistakes and the drug usage and the disrespect to women and the fast money. I'd rather for you all to listen to that rather than go through it. So these videos are for the youth. These videos are for people that are thinking of making the mistakes that I've made. Nah, don't do that. Listen to me. And then you'll be able to see what your outcome will be if you go down that road. If you go down that path that I went down. You see, I wasted a whole lot of time in my life that I wish I can get back. But I can't. The only thing I could do is move forward. This is Langston 2092. And this is the mini-series called Fast Money, Women, and My Life, Part 8. So I'm sitting there in my dorm, and I'm saying to myself, yo, I gotta get some money. I'm broke. So I knew this dude, right? I was cool with. He went to college himself, but in the summertime, in the summers, you know, we were out. And we were out of school, and he used to pick up like odd jobs, as far as dealing with temporary services. So we used to work together. But then it got to the point where one time, there wasn't no work at the temporary services, so he wound up selling, that white. And he had a cousin, and both of them was selling, right? So I remember one day, me being stupid, I went over to their house, his cousin's house. They up there chopping it up, and he was like, "Yo, I need you to help me." So I'm sitting there chopping it up with them, not knowing that as some cops were to busting the door, right then, I'm going to jail, even though I don't really have nothing to do with this, right? So. He was like, I know you need to, put some money in your pocket or whatever. And I was like, yeah. So, I had seen at my school, I had seen people selling that white, and I seen people selling the weed. And I saw them making money. And I'm not lying, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, right in front of my dorm, there will be cars lined up along the street. Cars lined up. I'm not lying. This is the true story. Cars lined up on the street, on the side of the street, and people would be getting out buying drugs, and the students would be selling them, right? So I was like, that's nothing for me to do that. So I was like, yo, just hook me up, whatever. So we went to this Jamaican dude house, and I never forget. I got like he started me out with like an ounce, and the Jamaican dude had a big trash can full of weed. Jamaican dude goes in the trash can and starts to dig it out and starts to put it in the bag. Now this is that sticky, yicky, good stuff, right? So it's my first time selling it or whatever have you. I get it, and I didn't have the money right then and there, so they fronted me the ounce. So I go to the dorm, I bag it up, and the first time I did it, I didn't make too much money because it was like I didn't really know what I was doing, so like people were getting big buds in the nick and dime bags, and I just didn't know what I was doing, right? So I slowly but surely started to learn, how to actually cut up, take a few buds, small buds, and then shred up some of the weed, and then put the little sticks in there and seeds to fill the bag up, so people could think that they're getting like big buds in a bag, but in actuality they just getting a little bit of shredded weed and little small buds and some sticks in it, and that's it. But the weed is still potent, wonderful, beautiful. of course, I was a customer. I sold my I sold myself some weed. So things are going alright and everything. I'm on college campus, and I'm selling weed. Now, my roommate, he was the president of some student something, right? But he, it was like he was like official. So one day we sitting down, and he's shaking his head like, man, I can't believe this. These dudes out here selling weed, they selling drugs and all the rest of that stuff, and we need to get rid of that stuff. We don't need that on our college campus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm sitting here like, little do he know, I had a portable TV, and I had all of the weed stashed inside that portable TV. Little does he know that I'm the one I'm part of the problem, right? So then I say to myself, you know what? It's gonna be a problem. I already seen it. It was gonna be a problem. I seen it in his eyes that he was gonna try to do something about the problem that was going on, far as selling weed or whatever have you. So, make the long story short, I wound up taking my stash, and I went to the student union, and in the men's bathroom, I propped up one of the like they had like the ceilings, but they were boxed, so you could push it up and put something in there in the ceiling, and that's what I did. I hid all my stash in the men's bathroom in the student union. If anybody were to go to the student union and go to the men's bathroom, in which they weren't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody saw me do it. And if they popped up one of the panels in the ceiling, they would have saw my stash and took it. So I'm doing my thing. I'm going to school, but I don't have no books. I'm slowly but surely fading out far as school. My main focus is on trying to make money, and then also on top of that, like I said, financial aid didn't come through. I mean, it came through, but it wasn't enough. So I had to do work detail or whatever, work study to help pay off the debt that I had. So I was doing that, and it was like I found myself just going to school just to pretty much have fun. So homecoming comes, and it's time to get tore up, and we got liquor, we got weed, because it was me selling it, as well as the dude that I told you that was going to the college and first, and the one I said that was an idiot. Like, if he got in, I know I could get in. He was selling too. So homecoming comes, we got weed, we got liquor, we got it all, right? So I iron my clothes and get ready, for the party and all of that stuff, the clubs and all the rest of that stuff, right? So got my clothes out and all the rest of that. So everybody, we that night we chill. We didn't even sell no weed or nothing like that night, right? So we just getting high, we getting tore up, all of that stuff, and I'm going from one dorm room to the next. So everybody in the dormitory had something. They had liquor, weed, all of that, right? I'm going from one room to the next, and I'm downing them, drinking. Puff, pass. I mean, like one room, we had like about, what was it? It had to be about like 10 blunts being passed around. And it was crazy because, like, security, like the college police and all of that, they wasn't even around. Like, my school was straight up ghetto, plus the projects was right across the street from my school, right from my across the street from my college. Just about every black college is like situated like that. But anyway, getting high. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and like, I started like, now this is going on for like an hour or so, a little over an hour, right? So me and my man, the dude that I was telling you about, that's an idiot. we wound up going to the party that they had in the basketball, like the gymnasium, right? And I was looking, and I was like, yo, this is lit. Before I took my shower, before I put on all my clothes, I was like, you know what? I'm trying to decide where I want to go, because I could party on campus, and then also I could party in other clubs, right? Instead of, staying on campus. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to come back. I'm going to get a little bit high, a little bit more. And then after that, I'm going to come back to this joint, because the gymnasium joint was lit. It was packed and all of that, right? I go back, I go pull a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Drink. Then next thing you know, I was like, yo, you know what, man? I gotta sit down for a second. I sat down on my bed. Next thing you know, I said, bleh, and just earled all over the floor, right? So then I'm laid out on the bed, and my man's like, yo, get up, man. We about to go to the party and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come. Yo, I'm going. And I closed my eyes, and I woke up the next day pissed, because I threw up and passed out. So my man telling me, yo, it was lit, man, it was mad females around and all the rest of that. And I'm like, oh man, I'm pissed, right? So days go by, little chick I was dealing with, she came through. Bro, it was nice and thick and all of that. And it's crazy, at my college, we weren't allowed to have, girls inside the dorm. But we did anyway. So, she came through, I banged that out. And next thing you know, my roommate shows up. He opens the door now, she's butt naked. And he's like, whoa. And he stops and pauses and looks at her. And I'm like, yo, close the damn door, what are you doing? He closes the door. But then he looked again, like I was about to fight him, right? But anyway, she puts on her clothes and everything, she leaves, and one of the dudes that watches the dorms saw me walk out with her. So he comes up to me and like, yo man, you can't have her here. And if I catch you, having her here like that again, man, it's gonna be a problem. So I was like, I'm cool, right? So days go by, I'm selling that weed and everything. And next thing you know, we had, spring break. We had spring break, right? And I'm like, it felt like something was gonna happen, right? I pack up all my stuff to go to my mom's house for spring break. And something told me, yo man, get out of there as fast as you can. So the chick that, I was hitting up, banging out, you know what I'm saying? She had came and picked me up. I packed up all my stuff as fast as I could and got in the car and drove off. That same day, no lie, minutes after we drove off, the chick and I, they raided the dorm. And the dudes that was out there selling along with me, all them dudes got arrested. All of them. Because they were still out there trying to like sell. Because like I said, the projects is across the street, and everybody knows that the dudes on campus, on a college campus, they out there pushing that weight. So I was so glad that I got out of there. But then I had my stash on me, and I did something stupid, right? So, of course I can't smash the chick at my mom's house. So one day we wind up going to this park, and it was like a small little house in the back. We parked behind there, and she threw them legs open, and I did what I had to do. And then after that, I had the stash on top of the dashboard, and we had puffed a little whatever, right? So next thing you know, I see flashlights, and I take the stash and I throw it under the seat like an idiot, because I always told myself, you know what? If I ever get caught, I'm not gonna take the stash and throw it under the seat. That's a given. That's where they're gonna search first, right? I see lights, and I see a gun and I hear get out the car, I'm gonna end it. Stay tuned for part 9. My name is Langston2092. Hey, listen, if you love these videos, share them, like them, comment, and subscribe. 1.